You shouldn't need to like.
Testing.
Is it turned on?
I think so. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. St. Joseph Falcons. Testing. Testing.
Testing. Testing.
Testing.
Okay.
Testing, test, test. Testing, test, test. Good. Great. Angle that a little bit.
Yeah.
everyone, and we are here for the St. Joseph Falcons versus the Elizabeth Minutemen. I'm Jake Walls, joined by Ben Chadwick, and we are rolling. Let's get this football season going. All right, Ben. So after last season, St. Joe's went 8-2, and I'd say it was a pretty successful season. As they did end against Rams Catholic. They did have a heartbreaking loss.
I can hear you.
Alrighty, and we are rolling. We are here for the St. Joseph Falcons football versus Elizabeth Minutemen. I'm Jake Walls, joined by Ben Chadwick from St. Joe's Radio and News. And how do you think St. Joe's is going to do this season? You know, after going 8-2 last season, I'd say it was a pretty successful season. They had a positive record, only 2 losses, which isn't bad. They lost to Woodbridge and Rams Catholic. What are your expectations for the season this year?
Well, I mean, with the shortened schedule, there's 8 games, and after looking at the schedule, I think we have 8 winnable games this season. I think there's a real possibility that St. Joe's goes 8-0. Now, obviously, there are going to be some hiccups, either players not playing, other teams canceling out because of the virus. But really, looking at the schedule, I think St. Joe's is, and I'm hoping for an 8-0 season.
All right. What do you think is going to be their most challenging game this season?
And I think that's going to be a very tough game. Not Union Catholic, just Union. But that's going to be a tough game. We're going to need our stars to show out in that one. Jordan Kinsler, obviously. Matt Stanton in the second year as starting QB. I think we really need our stars to show out in the big games like those games if we want a chance to go 8-0.
Yeah, definitely. It's a team led by a lot of seniors. You know, Tommy Roman, Alex Martin, Cameron Watkins, who's a new transfer from Bishop R, and Gianni. A lot of star players that can make a big difference. Although they did lose, Kayshawn Schulters, who went to Villanova to play Division I football, but I think they'll be fine this season with a lot of key losses. Should be a successful season.
Yeah, Kayshawn was a big hit. Tyree Ford too. We lost our star running back, but I think Jordan Kinsler obviously is probably our best player. I think we all know that. Great running back, a solid cornerback on the other side of the ball. Not to mention our O-line this year is awesome. I mean, Zach Suter is just a playmaker. Tommy Roman, Zach Suter's on his 3rd year on varsity. Tommy Roman, 3rd year on varsity. I think it's going to be tough to get through our O-line this year, especially for Elizabeth today.
Yeah, I agree. Interesting.
And it looks like we're just about to kick off right now.
All right, and St. Joseph's is kicking off. The Elizabeth Minutemen are receiving.
Chris Wild with the kick too.
All right, and St. Joe's recovers the football after the kick. It was an onside kick made by the Falcons.
An onside
Very
kick
unexpected.
Wow.
Number 8, Amari Jones recovers the football. Looks like St. Joe's is at around the 25-yard line of Elizabeth.
And what a start to the season that is. An onside kick.
And the
And the
Falcons
first-
are
perfect
first
start.
and 10
It's
on the
exactly what they
Minutemen
needed.
30-yard
Now
line.
they have the ball on the 30-yard line. And have the momentum
I
right
cannot
away.
believe that. That is a very risky call. Obviously, the Minutemen would have gotten the ball at around like 30 or 40-yard line, but St. Joe's did recover it.
All right. That's in center. Joined by Jordan Kinsler, running back. Oh, it's a low snap to Matt Stanton. He fumbles around in the pocket, gets tackled for around a 2-yard loss.
Well, down by number 58,
It looked like he
Raphael
muffed the
Colon.
snap. It was a low snap by
Loss on the
Suter,
play.
and the Minutemen took advantage of that, got the
Second and
sack.
12 for the Falcons on the Minutemen 32-yard line.
All right, a 2-yard loss on that play. 2nd and 12, St. Joe's ball. Stanton under center. Jordan Kinsler lined up to his left. Snaps the ball. Looks like Stan's passing the ball. Looks like
Oh.
a throws deep left.
And that was a possible PI right there on the Minutemen. Could have just been a trip by our receiver, but
Watkins is incomplete.
Pass was intended to go to
That's
Trent
on
Watkins,
the
but
bottom of
he
the ball, Wendell Cadet.
looked like he stumbled and fell.
It'll be third and
It's
12 for the
currently
Falcons on
3rd
the
and
Minutemen
12.
on the Minutemen 32-yard line.
If they gain enough yards, is this enough to go for a 4th down?
I think it is. I think after that onside kick, you can't just punt it right off the bat. I think you have to keep the momentum going, or at least try to.
Kids are lined up right. Looks like Stan's passing it. Pass to intended for number 26.
That's center
Just a
number
little
2,
off
Cameron
target.
Watkins incomplete. Coach on the play by number 12, Wendell Cadet.
I just want to point this out. I don't think Matt Stanton had the same throwing form that he did last year. That throwing form looks a little
Yeah.
off, a little like sidearm almost.
Looks like they're starting off strong with Stan passing twice already, which he didn't pass too much last season because they were a little run heavy. Jordan's kids are lined up to the right. Looks like Elizabeth is blitzing. They go. St. Joe's goes for the screen pass to Kinsler, and he's tackled for it looks like a 7-yard loss.
It's fourth down by number 58, Raphael Colon.
What a great start
And the
too
Minutemen
for the
will take
Minutemen
over on
defense.
downs.
It looks like St. Joe's gonna be forced to punt. This is not field goal range, obviously, for high school.
Yeah, it looks like they're forced to punt. The ball should be at a difficult starting position for the
Minutemen will start
Minutemen.
first and 10 on their own 36-yard line.
Alrighty, it is 1st and 10 from Elizabeth at the 36-yard line. Ball's under center. Elizabeth lined up. 3 receivers, one running back. Snaps it. Looks like a handoff to the running back for a minimal gain of around 1 yard.
Yeah, and it looks like that was Abdul Tucker. Tucker led the Minutemen in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. 732 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns.
Fourth down by number 4, Donnie Straukus.
And he, just like Jordan Kinsler for the Falcons, those 2 running backs are going to be the difference makers in these games.
This defensive line should look strong. Elizabeth is again lined up with 3 receivers. They hand the ball off. One pushes to the middle for it looks like a 2-yard gain.
Fourth down by number 79, Alex Martin.
Mike Cansfield checking in for the Falcons now.
3rd and 7 for the Minutemen.
Right, it is
39-yard line.
3rd and it looks like 7. Elizabeth lined up. 3 receivers again. And it looks like they called timeout.
Timeout Minutemen.
So right off the bat, I would say that St. Joe's had a awful start on offense. I think the Minutemen just took advantage of just sloppy play. And then now the Minutemen actually running the ball, which I think St. Joe's should have done on their first drive. And it's working pretty solidly with Alteric Little at running back. They gained about 5 yards.
Yeah, it was a strong start.
chips, candy,
They had the
pretzels,
momentum and
and
they lost it
drinks.
right away on
Don't
offense.
forget to stop at the St. Joseph Falcons.
But the defense looks like it's playing really well. The run defense is strong. Only a couple of yards given up.
Yeah, now the Minutemen have a 3rd and 7. On their own 39.
Alrighty, and Elizabeth in the huddle. Now they're lining up. St. Joe's is set on defense. Looks like Gabe Suarez Diaz is lined up at safety. Being back a little. And it looks like they get free. Almost sacked, but he gets the pass off to number 13 for the first yard, or for the first down.
Yeah, and that's Wendell Cadet right there for the Minutemen. He had 1 catch all of last season for 45 yards and a touchdown. And right there, that was his second catch of his career as a Minuteman.
The Minutemen will start first and 10 on their own 48-yard line.
So the Minutemen have gotten the first down on offense. The first down. Let's see if St. Joe's can stop them here. All right, looks like a handoff to number 9 in the back. He
Guy
gets
number 9, Altuve
a
Little.
3-yard gain.
This will stop by number 12, John Farino.
And Alteric Little right now for the Minutemen has looked impressive, gaining only about 3 or 4 yards each time, but that is enough after 3 downs to get a first down. So just efficient running right now from the Minutemen. And that is just another run from Alteric Little.
Altuve Little on
Only
the
one
carry.
pass so far from the Minutemen,
Fourth down by number 55,
while St.
Phil
Joe's
Joseph.
passed the ball every
Goal
single
number
down on
77,
their
Tyler
drive
Lamont.
in that 4-and-out drive
2-yard
for the
gain on the
Falcons.
play.
Alrighty, just third down
Third
and
and
what
5
it
for the
looks
Minutemen
like
on the Falcon 47-yard line.
3rd and 5. Elizabeth is at the Falcons 47-yard line. Snaps it. It's a deep throw. Looks like almost intercepted by number 7 from St. Joe's.
Pass attempt to number 3, Yazir Pierce is
Looked like
incomplete.
an inaccurate pass from the Elizabeth quarterback.
Yeah, that could have
Comes on the play by number 7.
that would have been a
Nice leg
huge
break.
momentum swing for the Falcons if we got that pick right there.
It'll be 4th and 5 for the Minutemen on the Falcon 47-yard line.
But it is going to be 4th and 5, and it looks like the Minutemen are going to punt.
Back to punt
Yeah,
for
I
the
think it would be
Minutemen.
the best idea to
It's
punt
number
here
12, Wendell
as
Cadet.
Minutemen would be able to force St. Joe's to get the ball deep in the field, and they'd have to get a long drive to score a touchdown or score any points if their turn is not good enough. And it looks Elizabeth snaps it. The punt is made. Up. It looks like the wind is causing some issues with the punt. It only looked like it was a 15-yard punt. St. Joe's gets the ball at the 37-yard
By
line.
number 11, Azir Kidd.
And it was a high punt, but not very far.
And
Yeah,
the
like you said,
Falcons
like
start
12
first and 10
yards
on their own
maybe
33-yard line.
on that punt.
They're on their own 33-yard line. Excuse me.
Yeah, so hopefully St. Joe's does the complete opposite of their last drive and gives some handoffs to Jordan Kinsler.
Hopefully they'll be able to turn it around. 2 wide receivers lined up. Looks like the pitch to Jordan Kinsler. Kinsler wrapped around at the line for a gain of about
By number
half a
15,
yard.
Jordan Kinsler. Well, down by number 7, Cornell Buchanan. Ball number 12, Wendell Cadet. 1-yard loss on the
So
play.
that was Kinsler's first touch of the game. And obviously the Minutemen just shut it up, just maybe a half-yard gain or a 1-yard
Second and 9
gain.
for the Falcons.
I think
on
as
the
long as
34-yard line.
they feed Kinsler the ball, they'll be able to be successful on offense. And Matt Stanton snaps the ball, hands it off to Kinsler. Kinsler Shoots around, and he's tackled for no gain.
Carried by number 15, Jordan Kinsler.
And the Minutemen are just playing
Fourth
excellent
down, number
defense
45,
right now.
Dominic
They've locked
Stewart.
up the St. Joe's passing game. They
Opening on
locked up
play.
the Falcons' run game right
Third
now.
and 9 for the Falcons.
It's
on
going to be
their
a
own
3rd and 9
34-yard
for the Falcons. Two just horrible drives. Hopefully they can get something going here.
Say both offenses haven't been very successful. Only one first down between the two in 3 drives so far. Matt Stanton snaps the ball. Looks like he's throwing. He throws to number 20 for a first down.
That was a great hold by 20 right there. That was a tough ball to catch after
Falcons
getting hit
have
in
the
the air.
ball on their own 45-yard line. First and 10.
And it's an 11-yard gain on the play. That play results in a first down for the Falcons.
So that
It's their
was
first down of the game.
yeah one of the only positive plays right now for St. Joe's. Falcons will probably
Kinsler
have
lined up to the right of Stan. Watkins out wide right. Stan snaps the ball. Fakes a handoff to Kinsler. Stan throws deep. Incomplete pass to number 20.
and just another great play by the Minutemen defense. The Falcons really have to figure out the holes in this defense to attack and just how to get Jordan Kinsler going.
Second and 10 for the Falcons on their own 45-yard line.
Second and 10. All right, the Falcons line up. Watkins wide right again. Kinsler now to the left of Stanton. Stanton snaps the ball, hands it off to Kinsler. Kinsler runs right, finds a hole, gets it around a 9-yard gain.
And that is exactly what the Falcons need. They just need to get their stars going from Kinsler, a first down game.
The Falcons need to get Kinsler going in order to be successful in offense.
8-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, right now Matt Stanton
Third
just
and 1
looks
for the
inaccurate.
Falcons on the
He
Minutemen
just
46-yard
kind of
line.
getting all the rust off from last season, first game of the year.
They're getting warmed up, getting comfortable with the ball. It looks like they have a fullback with Kinsler behind them. Hand it off to the fullback, finds a hole for what looks like
Big run on the play by number 30.
a
Rock
7-yard gain.
Stop by number 88, Jameer Thomas.
Excuse me, an 8-yard gain.
8-yard gain on the play. That play results in a first down for the
It's a
Falcons.
first down for the Falcons. Now they're lined up
The Minutemen 37-yard line.
at Minutemen 37-yard line, first and 10. Same lineup with the fullback and then Kinsler behind him. Pitches it to Kinsler left. Kinsler finds a hole for a 5-yard gain.
Carried by number 15,
Yeah, and the
Jordan
Falcons are
Kinsler.
slowly but
Fourth down by
surely
number
just
6, Edris
finding their
Holiday.
way down the field.
4-yard gain on the play. Second and 6 for the Falcons on the Minutemen 33-yard line.
Second and 6 for the Falcons. Kinsler comes off the field. Watkins lined up wide right. Staying lined up under center. Pitches the ball to the right to number 8. Finds a hole. Big hit. Runs out of bounds.
Got it down great, Amari Jones.
Mari Jones, number 8.
And that was a great carry. That is promising for the Falcons. Obviously, when Kinsler is out, they still have a weapon right there in Amari Jones to get the job done at running back.
For the Falcons on the Minutemen 30-yard line.
I'm good. All right. Number 8, Jones lined up to the left of Stanton. Stanton gets the ball. Whistles are blown by the ref. Looks like
Timeout, Minutemen.
looks like a timeout for the Minutemen. That's their second timeout used at a half.
And it looks like the Falcons were going to try to run just another pitch toss right there. The Falcons have run just about like 5 or 6 pitches, and it has worked so far, getting around 3 or 4 yards each time.
Attention fans, don't forget to buy your St. Joseph High School souvenirs. We're currently selling t-shirts, hoodies, and sweatshirts. To the scoreboard side of the field. Don't get
And the Falcons are just outside of field goal range right now at the 30-yard line.
You have to be in it
Would
to
be a
win it, and the
57-yard
holidays are
field goal,
coming.
which is just out of the
Don't get
reach
pushed your 50-50 tickets. Thank you.
of kicker Chris Wild.
All right, and it looks like the timeout is over. And the Falcons are going to put Kinsler back in, lined up behind number 10, the fullback. Looks like the Falcons could possibly run right here. It's 3rd and 3. Stan hands the ball off to Kinsler. Kinsler, oh, it's a fake handoff. Pass to number 30, runs wide left. Gets a good gain of around 10 yards.
Pass and catch the crease, number 30, Rocco Bellamy.
Great play by the Falcons right there, just faking it to the star running back Jordan Kinsler, and then doing a quick toss to the fullback for the first down.
That play results in a first down for the Falcons.
Now the Falcons have the ball at the Minutemen 19-yard line. It looks like they can score right here. Stan lined up under center with Kinsler to his left again. Hands the ball off. Kinsler runs right, finds a hole. Gets a
15, Jordan Kinsler.
6-yard gain.
And a great tackle there by number 6, Chad Robertson.
5-yard gain on the play.
If that tackle wasn't made in the open field by Robertson, Kinsler looked to be in the end zone. Great blocking right there by the Falcon O-line.
All right, it is 2nd and 4. Kinsler lined up to Stanton's right side. Handed off to Kinsler. Kinsler runs for the first down. Now that
Are in field goal range, so
yes, they are in the red zone. If they are efficient this year in the red zone, then they can get a lot of wins. If they're consistent, they can get a touchdown as much as possible. Then they'll have a good year. Kinsler lined up to the left of Stan, handed off to Kinsler. Kinsler looks like he finds a hole, and he's tackled at the 4-yard line.
there's just another great tackle there by the Minutemen. All Jordan Kinsler needs to do is just break one of those tackles, and he is in the end zone. Right now, the Minutemen aren't allowing him to do that.
On the Minutemen 3-yard line.
And I think we have to expect just another run here. 2nd and 3. About 2 minutes left in the first quarter. St. Joseph's on the 3-yard line.
All right, hands it off to Kinsler. Kinsler is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. It is now going to be 3rd and 4 for the Falcons.
He's brought down by number 45, Dominic Stewart.
And the Falcons they had one big chunk play with Kinsler earlier in the game. But right now, they are just getting bottled up right now at the line of scrimmage in the run game. I think right now you need to run the ball again, but you have to start trusting Matt Stanton more and more.
All right, St. Joe's lines up at the goal line. Stanton hovers and is tackled. Should the Falcons go forward on 4th down here? It's 4th and 4. They're inside the 10. They're in the red zone.
Now, I think you just take the field goal here. It looks like they are going to run another play with Matt Stanton running back.
So they are going to take the risk.
But right now, the Minutemen have just been locking up at every play that the Falcons are running on offense. I think you just take the points, but we'll see what happens on this 4th down.
All righty, I wouldn't be surprised if Kinsler got the ball here. And it is a fake handoff to him. Pass to number 30, the right side of the end zone. Looked like an inaccurate pass by Stanton. Incomplete pass. Minutemen ball at the 4-yard line.
And that's just another inaccurate pass. Matt Stanton overthrew the touchdown right there. As that is another failed fourth down conversion, and the Minutemen are going to get the ball back at the 4-yard line.
You know, I'm fine with this. You know, going forward on 4th down. inside the 10-yard line, as if they don't get it, and the Minutemen are not in the best field position at all. And they are currently at the 4-yard line.
I do think the Falcons at some point, though, are just going to have to, when they're in field goal range, just not take the risk because it's not working right now, and just take the field goal, take a lead, and just have that for you going.
Alrighty. And this defense is here led by seniors Tommy Romond and Donnie Strakis. Should look good. And a flag is thrown by.
There's a penalty marker on the field.
And I wonder what that is for because no play was,
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't see anything. Maybe
the ball was never snapped, but the
the
Minutemen are moving
clock
back.
expired. It's a
The half distance to the goal.
it's a penalty against the Minutemen.
Possibly a
It'll be
false
first down
start.
to the Minutemen on their own 3-yard line.
Alrighty, and Minutemen hand the ball off. It looks like they get a minimal gain around 1 yard.
Yeah, that's just another handoff for Alteric Little.
Second
Guard by
and
number 9,
5
Alteric
at
Little.
their, or second
Brought down by
and,
number 12, John Farina.
second and 8 at the Minutemen 6-yard line.
And it looks like the Minutemen are just going to run out the quarter here. 10 seconds are left to go.
Go again on the play. Second off for the Minutemen
Alrighty,
on their own
and this is the
3-yard
end
line.
of the first quarter. It's the first game back after this,
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first quarter.
during this COVID pandemic.
It is Elizabeth Minutemen
Precautions
nothing,
taken by
Golden
each
State
team, of
Falcons
course.
nothing.
0-0. The Minutemen have the ball at their 6-yard line.
Yeah, and it was just a very poor half for both offenses. And I can't even say it's that great for both defenses, too. The offense is just playing horribly, just overthrowing passes. Just dumb penalty calls. So it's just been a poor game for both teams so far on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I'd say it's a very defensive game. A lot of success found on defense, but the offenses for each team have not been able to get going so far after this first quarter. But
I think for St. Joe's at least, I think Matt Stinton just needs to get more accurate on throws, like we saw in the red zone when he overthrew the touchdown. He underthrows a lot of the screens to Jordan Kinsler because he is getting tackled behind the line of scrimmage every time the Falcons try and run the ball.
yeah, I agree. Just need to not be sloppy on offense. Alrighty, we are back in the second quarter. The Minutemen have the ball at the 6-yard line, and they hand the ball off. He's tackled around the 2-yard line for a loss.
Alteric Little. He's brought down for a loss by number 77, Tommy Ramon.
Tommy Romond tackles him for a
Third and 32
big
for the
loss.
Minutemen on their own 2-yard line.
They're on their own 2-yard line. It is 3rd and 13. Based on the punting from before, it looks like if St. Joe's gets a stop here, they'd be in a good position to score. And the Minutemen line up around their own end zone, and a flag is thrown.
There's a penalty mark on the field.
It looks like a penalty delay of
Penalty against
game.
the Minutemen.
It is against the
At the
Minutemen.
distance to the goal.
Half the distance to the goal line, so now they get the ball at the 1-yard line, and it is 3rd and 14 now.
And this is very risky right now for the Minutemen. if St. Joe's can just get back into the lineup, behind the line of scrimmage, be a safety, we can get the first points of the game.
All right, now and they hand the ball off, and he looks like he's tackled inside the end zone for a safety.
That's what they want to carry.
And they're
2-0 Saints with a loss in the end zone, and it is a safety. The Minutemen tried to hand the ball off in their own end zone, and it did not work out for them.
And a great play there by Principato. 3 sacks last year, 15 tackles also. His first tackle of this year is a tackle for loss and a safety for the first points of the Falcon season.
Yeah, Gianni and Tommy Roman should be making the biggest impact this year on that defensive line.
And that is just a perfect example of how defensive heavy this game has been. First points of the game, defensive side of the ball. Neither offense has been able to get any points so far into this second quarter.
Very defensive game. If St. Joe's can get the offense going, and I think they can definitely win by a large margin today.
I think St. Joe's just needs to figure out how to get their O-line the right blocks on the right guys just to get Jordan Kinsler some holes to work with. Because when he gets in space, it's about over for the men.
Alrighty, and it looks like the Minutemen will be punting as it is a safety.
For the Minutemen is number 12, Wendell Cadet.
Yeah, and if their special teams is any indication of their first 15-yard punt, then St.
Oh.
Joe's could get this ball.
It looks like they're kicking the ball. All right, and St. Joe's are lined up to receive the kick. And it looks like it's returned by number 20. Tackled at the St. Joe's 45-yard line, 1st and 10.
Osiris Acevedo on the return.
Back behind the line of scrimmage once again for the first sack of the game.
All right, St. Joe's are lined up at the 39-yard line, standing under center with all right, number 8 gets the ball in the back, brings it back to the line of scrimmage, a little ahead of it. St. Joe's 3rd and 9 after driving 6 yards on that 4.
And that is a great
Yeah,
catch
you
from
can-
Amari Jones. Great blocking by the O-line to allow a huge hole on the left side for Jones to get that 8-yard gain.
Amari Jones lined to the left of Stan. Stan in the back, under center. Gets the ball, throws it to number 20 for a first down. This might be a close one.
Another big play for Osiris Acevedo. Seems like his 3rd off game right now.
Looks like-
Osiris is picked.
Looks like he should be targeted a lot this year, as he has had, I think, 3 catches today. Already.
That play results in a first down for the Falcons.
St. Joe's had a first down at the Minutemen 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Jones lined up to the right of Stan. He gets the ball in the backfield. Oh, excuse me, it's Kinsler. He gets a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 for St. Joe's.
58 at the Oklahoma. 6-yard gain on the play.
2nd and
for the
4,
Falcons.
6-yard gain.
39-yard line.
All right, St. Joe's in the huddle now.
Yeah, and those are the plays that the Falcons need more of. They need to be able to rely on Kinsler to almost carry them into this victory. But right now,
Kinsler lined up to the right of Stan, gets the ball in the backfield, runs straight through for
Jordan Kinsler.
up with the flag thrown by the ref.
And that's a late flag right there.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, maybe. It was
Two-yard
after
gain
the
on
play.
Second and third and 3 for the Falcons.
3rd and 3 for
Minutemen,
the
35-yard
Falcons.
line.
So it was a first down for the Falcons, but after that flag, it's going to be back to 3rd down.
There's a penalty marker on the play.
Looks like it was a
Penalties against the Falcons.
penalty against the Falcons, and they will use.
This one's
They're
supposed to
gonna
mark down
lose
the
a chunk
penalty.
of yards on this one. I think a 15-yard penalty.
And the Falcons were having a solid drive up until this point with the penalty as they're
It'll be a
moving
third down
back
for the
way down
Falcons
the
on the
field.
49-yard line.
All right, they're at the Falcon 49-yard line. Do they pass here on 3rd down?
I think you have to. I think you're so far away from the first down. You
Looks
haven't
like-
gotten any big run plays.
Looks like it is a big possibility with 4 receivers lined up, 3 to the left of Stanton, 1 to the right.
I think you
Stanton
target
under
the
center.
Cyrus
Up,
here.
and it looks like a false start by the Minutemen.
Penalties against the Minutemen.
It is against the Minutemen.
5-yard penalty
5-yard penalty,
for
and
Third
it
and 11
is
for the Falcons.
3rd
Minutemen,
and
36-yard
12.
And that is a great call by the coaches right there. They just get the hard count because they didn't trust their offense of getting the actual 15 yards.
Stand under center, gets the ball, looks like he throws above the head of number 2, Cameron Watkins.
That's center number 2, Cameron Watkins incomplete. Overtime play.
Cameron Watkins does not look happy
Devontae Bailey.
about
Is it
the
penalty mark on?
accuracy of that pass, possibly.
Penalty mark
Yeah,
on the play.
Stan's not looking like he did at the end of last year right now. Just off passes all around.
He was very sharp towards the end of last season.
Back for the Falcons, number 16.
You have to get the butterflies away now.
You
And
can
it
just get more power on those passes too because they're not getting to the receivers that quickly.
looks like
Actually, the pump in the Minutemen is number 9, Al Tariq Little.
St. Joe's does have the ball. They're punting it. It
Oh,
looks like a muffed punt, kind of. The snap was off. It hit the ground before it got to the punter's hands, and he had to get it off quickly with a couple Minutemen players at his face.
yeah, and that really looked like it was going to be a block possibly, but great job right there by Chris Wild to actually get the punt off. That was only for around 15 to 20 yards.
That was very sloppy right there. If they messed up there, that would have been an easy touchdown for the Minutemen.
Yeah, that snap that hit the ground before it even got to the punter. That's not a great look right there.
This is the first game of the season, so you
Yeah.
would expect
Just getting all the rust
some
off
mistakes.
for the big games.
It's been over a year since, or it's been a while since St. Joe's last played football at home with this crowd. We do have the new bleachers though, and it looks like St. Joe's do get the quarterback for a 12-yard loss. Kyle Kaminsky gets the sack.
And that was a great play by the St. Joe's defensive line to get all the way back behind the line of scrimmage to get the huge sack.
Last year, you didn't see Kyle Kaminsky on the field a lot, but you see him now, and he's making a difference. At least with that play. Great play by the St. Joe's defense. Looks like their defensive line has been playing very well.
Yeah, both
Throughout this
defenses
game.
are just playing extraordinary right now for both teams. Unfortunately, it doesn't make for a very fun game to watch, but I'm sure both defensive coordinators are loving this right now.
All right, quarterback line under center. It is a handoff for the Minutemen and a minimal gain of
Number 9, Al Tariq Little.
I think he might have been tackled behind the line of scrimmage on that
One.
one. Even.
This is stopped by number 4, Donnie Straukus.
3rd and 21 right here for the Minutemen.
senior Donnie Straukus gets the tackle there.
It'll be 3rd down for the Minutemen on the 27-yard line.
All right, it's 3rd and long for the Minutemen.
20 yards is a long way to go for this
Should-
offense, who has not played great so far.
This would be a big stop for St. Joe's as there is 6 minutes left in the second quarter of this game. 2-0 Falcons. And it is another tackle at the line. No gain for the Minutemen. They handed the ball up.
Yeah, and this is
Okay.
great for the Falcons too. Just knowing the Minutemen special teams, they can't really punt the ball very far, so the Falcons might even get this ball over the 50-yard line.
All right, the Minutemen are punting. They're lined up at their own 30-yard line.
Cyrus Acevedo.
Right, and it looks like St. Joe's has one man back, ready to return it. It's a
Great
big
punt.
punt. Catches the ball at the 30-yard line, and the St. Joe's Falcons will
Nice pop by
start
the
off
top
their
on the
drive
cadet.
with 5 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second quarter at their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
And Osiris did call a fair catch on that, and it looked like he had around 5 or 10 yards before a defender would have got him. Could have made a big play on that. But
So it looks like he did have a lot of space
And the
there.
Falcons will start first and 10 on their own 30-yard line.
coaches were not happy with that fair catch, as you can see on the sidelines here too.
Once again, Banner,
See if St. Joe's can get their first offensive points of the game, as they only have 2 points from a safety. They are at their own 30-yard line. Stanton lined up with Kinsler to his left.
Thank you.
Snaps the ball, and it looks like a jet sweep for number 20. Runs around the edge for a very large gain. He gets tackled at the Minutemen 42-yard line. Big gain for St. Joe's.
Yeah, about a 30-yard gain there for Osiris.
He stepped out of bounds, but was able to get a big gain on the jet sweep. There's a jet sweep to the left side, steps out of bounds, stops the clock. 5 minutes and 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Stanton with Kinsler lined up to his right, snaps the ball, pitches it to Kinsler. Kinsler finds a small hole for a gain of 3 yards.
Jordan Kinsler.
And a great power play by Kinsler. Not much of a hole there made by the
By number 87, Cyree Beverly.
To get a solid gain of 3 or 4.
Kinsler is a very elusive back, but it looks like he's been running downhill this game so
5-yard
far,
gain on the play.
getting in the holes on the
Second and 5 for
interior
Falcons
of
at
the
37 line.
Kinsler and Osiris are both out, so they
Pitches it to Osiris to the left for a gain of 0 yards. He's tackled at the line. It is 3rd
Well, down by number
And
45, Dominic Stewart.
5.
the Falcons really just keep trying to push these pitch plays, but the Minutemen
No gain on the
have to
play.
shut them down.
They are getting some good yards on each play, but
The pitch plays
not
are just
very
not
consistent.
Yeah.
This to his right. 3 receivers. Looks like the fullback's lined up to the left. Stan gets the ball, and he is wrapped up. That is at the Minutemen's 45-yard line.
Sack by number 2, Gazier Pierce. Also out there from
Hit
87,
hard.
Cyree Beverly.
For a large
Out there, number
loss.
4 down for the Falcons.
Back there.
And it looks like the Falcons are going to have to punt the ball again.
And Yazir Pierce was actually had the most receiving touchdowns for the Minutemen last
Back
year.
bump for the Falcons.
As well
Number
as
16, Chris
And
Wild.
sacks. He had
Back
6
seat
last
pump for
year.
the Knicks, number 9, Al
All right, and St. Joe's are kicking right now. Chris Wild, or punting, excuse me. Chris Wild lined up. It's the ball for that's a very good punt.
Great punt by Wild right there.
Great
This is
punt.
still rolling.
All right, and St. Joe's picks it up at the Minutemen
By number
6-yard
16,
line.
Chris Wild.
Great punt by Wild right there.
You know, it looked like special teams for both teams just started off slow.
Once
Yeah.
again, by number 7 and 9
You see
break.
the snap actually got to the punter that time too. That's a plus for the Falcons.
It was
And
a
the Minutemen will
big-
start first and 10 on
big
their own
punt.
5-yard line.
For the Falcons. 1st and 10 for the Minutemen at their own 6-yard line.
The Falcons are looking to get another safety, maybe get 4 points. The Minutemen are backed up once again. The Falcons have gotten those big chunk plays on defense where they can tackle the ball carrier around 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And if they could do that here, that'll be 2 more points to put on the scoreboard.
All right, 1st and 10. The men hand it off. It looks like he tries to pitch it, and the running back fumbled the ball in the air for a little, and it is recovered by them.
Yeah, and that was an extremely high pitch by the quarterback right there. That was dangerous. They're backed up so
Possible.
far.
The 2nd and 13 for the Minutemen on their own 2-yard line.
It looked like a mistake that the Falcons could have capitalized on, but it was a loss for the Minutemen. All right, and
Where's McDougal? Stop on number 30, Rocco Bellamy.
And it looks like the Minutemen do have a 3rd down,
Timeout Minutemen.
3rd and long at their own 3-yard line. Timeout for the Minutemen. Falcons still have 3 timeouts left.
Yeah, and the Falcons could really look. I think great job by the coaches saving this timeouts as they're going to have this final drive, and they could really use them if they can get some good offensive plays put together.
Yeah, with these timeouts, they could hand the ball off to Kinsler a couple times.
Yeah, not have to worry about the clock. 2 minutes left, just about.
3rd and 13 for the Minutemen at their own 2-yard line. 2-0 for the Falcons with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. We're nearing towards the end of the 1st half. Very defensive game.
Yeah, both defenses look really strong. Both offenses just really sloppy. Hopefully, both teams can turn that around and we get a more exciting game in the 2nd half.
All right, the Minutemen quarterback lines up under center. I'd look for Tommy Roman. He's causing havoc in the backfield, and St. Joe's get safety. That's their 2nd safety of the game. 4-0.
He's pulled down by number 30, Rocco Bellamy.
Rocco Bellamy.
That play resulted in a safety for the Falcons.
That's their 2nd safety of the game that they forced. Huge defensive plays for the Falcons here today.
And I can't remember the last time I've seen a football scoreboard read the score 4-0.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
Defense getting behind the line of scrimmage to get yet another save.
And the Falcons are going to get the ball back with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they can get some points on the board towards the end of the half, to get some momentum leading into the 2nd half here.
Yeah, that would be perfect for the Falcons to get their first offensive points because the defense has all the momentum in the world right now. Just the coach needs to get that offense going to get both sides of the ball just in sync so the Falcons could just dominate the Minutemen.
All right, and it looks like Elizabeth is lined up to kick the ball to the Falcons.
For the Minutemen is number
Elizabeth's
12,
kicker
Wendell
is
Cadet.
actually one of their star receivers too, Wendell Cadet.
All right, and St. Joe's has 2 players lined up to receive it. Number 7 receives. Oh, puts him on skates. Still up, and now he's tackled at Minutemen 46-yard
Return by number 7, a nice break.
line.
They got that pretty too. They got him up a few more yards and just ran backwards right back to where it all started.
All right, now the Falcons do have a minute and 57 to drive the ball down the field.
Minutemen,
All 3
45-yard
timeouts.
line.
Don't forget about that. So the Falcons have a real shot. They can just get a couple.
Put some offensive
plays.
points on the board. 3 timeouts left. They're at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Stan lines up, passes the ball to the middle to number 20, runs back. He looks like he would have gotten a 4-yard gain.
Pass complete to number 20, Osiris Acevedo.
He runs back in order to try to stay up, and it looks like it becomes a 3-yard gain for them.
Yeah, St. Joe's keeps
Now,
targeting
number 9,
Osiris,
Oscar Little.
and he keeps making the plays.
3-yard
He
gain to
tried
play.
to on that one.
Second and 7 for the Falcons on the Minutemen 42-yard line.
Looks like he does. He is pretty good with the ball in his hands. Oh, looks like a weird snap. Stan passes to number 8 for the first down. They are now at the Minutemen 35-yard line. Stanton lined up under center with Kinsler to his left. 1:20 left in the second quarter. 3 timeouts left for St. Joe's. Stanton passes it short, middle, intended for number 20 again. That would have been his 5th or 6th pass of the game so far.
Yet again, Matt Stanton, it looks like he just underthrew the touchdown pass right there, overthrew the one earlier. So really, St. Joe's is just relying on Stanton to get more accurate.
The clock does stop there. The clock does stop there. 1:14 left in the second quarter. 4-0 Falcons, 2nd and 10. They are at the Minutemen 35-yard line. Stan lined up with Kinsler to his left. Snaps the ball. Looks like he's throwing it. Throws above number 20's head. Almost intercepted by the Minutemen.
Yeah, and Osiris knows how to get the plays. Stan just has to get the ball in his hands.
Osiris was wide open. Looked like he was running to the right side of the field. That would have been a decent gain on 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah, Stan needs to get more accurate so this team can actually move down the field.
Osiris does look like he's pretty good with the ball in his hands after the catch. And it looks like he can get some big yards after each catch. Kinsler lined up to the left. Stan snaps the ball. Looks like he's throwing again. Passes deep to number 14, Calson.
Pass in number 14, Cal Google's incomplete.
And I mean, another inaccurate pass from Stan. Obviously, he was getting in the field. Great play by him. Not get sacked.
All right, and the Minutemen might be going for it on 3rd and 10 at the Minutemen 35. Oh, the Minutemen do have a penalty against them. That is a holding penalty, 10-yard gain. The Falcons get the ball at the 25-yard line, and it is 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
Still a minute left.
And
All
that
3
will result in a
timeouts.
first down for the Falcons. The Falcons will score 1st and 10 on the Minutemen 25-yard line.
All right, Stanton lined up under center. Kinsler to his right. 4 receivers, 3 to his right, 1 to his left. And it looks like he's throwing again. A lot of pressure in his face. Tries to dump it off to Kinsler.
Yeah, that was not the best throw he could have made. Obviously, Kinsler was covered up by the defensive lineman. Really risky. Could have been a pick.
A lot of pressure in his face from the Minutemen. Stanton had to get the ball out of his hands pretty quickly there.
Yeah, really, this team, if they want to move forward, to rely on Matt Stanton just to make better plays, smarter plays, more accurate plays.
Same lineup as before with Watkins wide to his right. And it looks like a short pass to number 8.
Amari Jones.
Very fast. Very good game for the Falcons. And it looks like another first down. Their offense looks like their offense is rolling right now.
It's very impressive.
They have some momentum right now. Stan throws the ball again. They should call timeout now, it looks like.
Seconds.
They have 2 timeouts left, 41 seconds in the game. They are at the Minutemen 15-yard line. 2nd and 10, 4-0.
Now the Falcons, I think, can almost guarantee points.
Yeah.
With a field goal, hopefully at least. Hopefully they don't try and do another 4th down.
I think that's 4 straight completions for Stanton right there. Looking like he's warming up.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully getting all the
sharp.
rust off. Turning into his former self like he was last year. And hopefully better.
A lot of improvement for this Falcons offense compared to the first quarter. They've been more consistent on offense, getting more first downs.
Yeah, in that first quarter, the Falcons might have gotten one or two 5 or 6 yard plays, but never enough to actually move the ball down the field. But this drive, they've been getting consistent 7 to 8 yard plays. And now they're at the Minuteman 10-yard line.
All right, Stan lined up with Kinzer, who's right at the Minutemen 10-yard line now, 1st and 10. Fakes the pass to the right, tries to dump it in the middle to number 20, Osiris on the slant. Looks like an inaccurate pass.
Yeah, the stand was under pressure there, so it's tough to get an accurate pass in that situation.
Be 3rd and 6 for the Falcons.
But now the
On
Falcons
the
are
Minutemen
3rd and
11-yard
5.
Looks like it's 3rd and 5 for the Falcons at the Minutemen 10-yard line. Looks like Stan's going to try to throw it again. Kinzer lines up to his left. Kinzer blocks. Stan gets rid of it. Passes to the end zone. To the left. Complete. That's a touchdown for the Falcons. Stan's first passing touchdown of the season.
A great throw by Stanton right in the corner of the end
That
zone.
play covers 11 yards. That is a touchdown for the Falcons.
That is a touchdown for the Falcons. Stanton was moving the ball well on that drive.
Great drive from Falcons. Exactly what you want from your quarterback.
Very consistent throwing. Looks like Chris Wild is kicking the extra point.
Number 16, Chris Wild.
10-0 Falcons now. Wild kicking for the extra point. And a flag is thrown. My guess is it would be a false start.
Yeah, Wild is moving back.
Yeah. Falcons are moving back a little. And they're moving 5 yards. Should be an easy kick for Wild.
Yeah, and this play could really show what we can expect from Wild.
Right. Falcons snap the ball. Wild kicks it, and it is no good. 10-0 Falcons.
Yeah, so Wild, that was just a line drive kick. I think it was one left. We can improve that, get more accurate. He's obviously got power. Just needs to know where to put it.
Movement. Very
Shows the
consistent.
potential of the offense.
Towards the end of the second quarter compared to the first half, or for the first quarter, excuse me. And the Falcons are kicking the ball. The Minutemen are receiving.
The Minutemen should have around 25 seconds
See a kickoff for the
on their
Minutemen.
drive. They have one timeout left.
Number 5, Curtis McDougal. Number 12,
I wouldn't
Wendell
expect
Cadet.
anything to happen from this Minuteman.
And number 9, Alex Little.
All right, Wild lined up to kick it. It looked-
Wild.
My guess is that the Minutemen would receive the ball and they'd turn up the clock the rest of the half. Oh, it looks like St. Joe's goes for some sort of squib onside kick. Big collision there.
And I like that move by
Kick off
St.
recovered
Joe's.
by
Just to
number
run an
11,
onside
Nasir
kick.
Kidd.
They trust their defense that they can stop them if the Minutemen get it. Which
Could
they
be
did.
risky, but high risk, high reward.
You know, just like the first play of the season, too. Onside kick to start the drive, and we got it. So why not run it again to end the second half? First half, I mean.
Didn't work there, but
The Minutemen will start 1st and 10.
the
on their
Minutemen
own 33
do
yard line.
have the ball at their own 33-yard line. 1st and 10, 29 seconds left in the half.
And I think if you're the Minutemen, I think you could try something. Try throwing something deep down the field.
All right, and they do hand the ball off.
The stop by number 30, Michael Bellamy.
No timeouts called by Elizabeth.
For number 57, Alex Camille.
The first half to end in a few seconds now.
Yeah. All right. And it looks like that is going to conclude the first half. St. Joe's 10,
Ladies and gentlemen, it is halftime.
Elizabeth Minutemen
It is
0.
St. Joseph Falcons 10, Elizabeth Minutemen 0.
All right, we will be back. Alrighty, and we are back. I'm Jake Was, joined by Ben Chadwick. It is the second half of the game. Elizabeth is losing to the Falcons 10-0. The Falcons are receiving the ball to begin the second half.
And what do you think the Falcons have to do just to keep this going? Because obviously the two safeties were awesome, but like offensively wise, other than that last drive of the first half, I mean, they had nothing going.
I think they should use this momentum from the second quarter toward that they had to drive at the end of this quarter. They use it to carry it into the second half in order to remain successful on offense.
Muffed by Osiris, but he gets it. Running towards the 25. Still going. And Osiris is down at about the St. Joe's 31. Solid return right there by number 20.
In order to remain successful, the Falcons need to be consistent on defense, and they have been throughout the first half. If they can keep that up, I think they'll win the game.
Yeah, and hopefully
And-
the offense could get a little more consistent as well.
32-yard line.
Just to almost secure this win
Exactly.
as this troubled offense comes out onto the field. Hopefully they can keep the momentum that they had in that last drive of the first half. So we'll see. And that's 10, two running backs going run, and it is Amari Jones for a gain of about
Got
one.
number 8, Amari Jones.
All right, and it looks like some sort of unsportsmanlike conduct. A flag was thrown at around the 50-yard line, possibly against the Minutemen. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're going to have to see what they call right here. The Minutemen were moving back, but now they go right back up to where the ball is spotted. So it looks like no penalty on the play after the refs discuss it.
Yeah, I wonder what that was about. Possible unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm not sure.
Campbell, unfortunately, 15-yard first man.
And it was.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 15 for the Minutemen. 15-yard only, and
That is a
the
15-yard
Falcons
penalty.
do have the
That
ball
result in a first
at
down
the
for the
42-yard
Falcons.
line now. At their own 42-yard
That
line.
is a huge boost
48-yard line.
for the Falcons. Now all they need is just to get a few big chunk plays, and they'll be in field goal range for Chris Wild. Saints set up one wide out, two halfbacks,
Watkins lined up to the
and
left.
off to Kinsler. Kinsler
The flag
still
was
fighting.
thrown at around the
Jordan Kinsler on carry.
45-yard line.
Stop by number 55, Jahad Grady. There is a penalty
Kinsler
block
was
on the
down
play.
at the line of scrimmage, but a flag is thrown. We're gonna have to see what it is. Looks like holding, possibly on the Falcons. Let's see what the ref calls. And same formation for the first two plays.
The penalty against the Falcons. The penalty.
It's a holding penalty, a
That's
10-yard
10 yards
loss.
to the spot of the foul.
Falcons are going to move all the way back again, first and 20.
First and 20 for the Falcons on their own 37-yard line.
And I think now the Falcons really need to try and get the pass game going. Because when they got it to their receivers, such as Osiris and Amari, those receivers were able to make plays. Stan just has to get them the ball. Show the same formation as the first. Stan looks to pass.
14,
He was caught.
large gain.
That's their first Cal Goodwill.
Callison Goodwill. Catch.
Calson Goodwill for about 30 yards right there.
Callison is looking to get a lot more play time this year and a lot more targets this year compared to last year. He will be a main contributor for this offense, as well as Osiris
Osiris,
Jones.
Amari, yeah.
and Watkins.
The same
And
formation
Kindler as
once
well.
Again. Two running backs, one tight end, one wide out. And they're showing run.
Quick handoff to Kinsler.
Kinsler still up. And a great
Yeah,
also
number
play there by
15, Jordan
Kinsler. Gets
Kinsler.
about 2 yards.
This is top by number 45, Stewart, going up 6. And solid.
Right now, it looks like Kinzler's doing
We are
too
gaining
much
the play.
work, though. I think this O-line really needs to get some better blocks.
That's
to
the
gain
team,
about
Jordan
2-3. Now, I wonder what the game plan by the coaches
Stop
is.
by number
Running
50,
the
out
same
to the coach.
formation every single play this
They Falcons continue to consistently get 5-yard
3-yard
run
gain in the play.
run gains each play, then they're going to be set for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean,
They're going to be able to chew up a lot of clock, as well as get a lot of
Seven for the
yards,
Falcons on the Minutemen
have a lot of the
1-yard line.
possession, rest the defense. So when they come out, they're healthy and they're energized. They're not tired.
same formation once again. Stanton fake to
Rolls
Kinzler,
out to his right.
throw deep, and that's a pass interference on the Minutemen.
That's number 30, Boston
Back around the
Falcons
5-yard
incomplete.
line, so the Falcons will move all the way up.
The penalty mark on the play.
And that is a horrible play by the Minutemen defensive back right there. The ball's never going to get to the wideout, and he still just gives him a shove, and the Falcons are going to move all the way up now.
They do 2nd and 7 for the Falcons at the Minutemen 11-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense. Have to do replay second down.
Penalties against the Minutemen. Pass interference
Not
penalty.
really sure
That's
what
just
the
straight
ref
ball.
just said.
He said pass interference.
Sounded
I
like
got
a
that
little
out.
mumbling. Yeah, I heard pass interference and nothing else.
First and goal,
All right,
second goal for
Falcons
the
out,
Falcons.
obviously, same formation.
Hands
Hand
it
off
off.
to Amari Jones, and Jones is in for the touchdown. That was a touchdown, Falcons.
It's the second touchdown in a row for this Falcons offense. 2 drives in a row.
The offense is rolling right now.
1 rushing touchdown, 1 passing touchdown.
And this is a great sign, although there is a penalty flag on the ground.
Not sure what it would be for. Maybe holding.
Picks it up.
Dead ball,
Penalties
personal
offset.
foul.
It's a touchdown on the play.
Offsetting penalties give the Falcons a touchdown.
Great play there.
The Falcons are now up 16-0 with 8 minutes and 7 seconds left in the third quarter.
And we're going to have to see if Chris Wild can make this extra point as he missed the
Oh,
one
it's number
earlier.
12, John Farina. Off the extra point, number 16.
Falcons
Chris
are looking
Wild.
very good right now.
The defense was good based on that first half. Now the offense is rolling. Wild on the kick. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle.
Chris Wild's extra point is
Wild
good.
now
Over the number 32,
Falcons
Anthony
take
Rose.
17-0 lead.
8:07 left in the third quarter. This is St. Joseph Falcons 17. This is Minutemen 0. Second half of St. Joseph High School. Falcons chess stand is still open. Located in the scoreboard side of the field. St. Joseph High School's Falcons chess stand is still open.
And that was
Currently
just a
selling hot
great
dog, hamburgers,
efficient
cheeseburgers,
drive by the Falcons
chips,
there.
candy,
Slowly but
pretzels,
surely
and
driving down the
drinks.
field and
Get
capping off
stopped
an
at
Amari
St.
Jones
Joseph High
rushing
School.
touchdown.
Falcons chess stand.
Falcons will set up for the kickoff. The Falcons have done 3 kickoffs so far. 2 of them were onside kicks. Let's see what this one is.
They can try to catch the Minutemen off guard again. Although they might be prepared, as the Falcons have already tried this twice.
Yeah, I think the Minutemen are
And number
are
9, out to the
aware
middle.
of
The
the
Falcons
Falcons'
is
risky
number 16, Chris
risky
Wild.
plays on the kickoff.
Chris Wild lining up to kick it off. Minutemen ready to receive.
Minutemen have stacked a bunch of guys at the front of their return team, so they are prepared for this onside kick if there is one. Wild on the kick, and it was an onside kick. Goes deep. And
Bob a little bit.
Kick.
They pick it up. Number 6 for Elizabeth. He's still up, and he runs out of bounds at around the 50-yard line.
Return by number 5, Curtis McDougal.
That was number 6 for Elizabeth, wide receiver Edris
Roundabouts number
Holiday.
55, Kurt Joseph.
So a great play there, breaking a couple tackles.
There's an official timeout on the field.
And this is bad news for the Falcons as Osiris, who has obviously made some huge plays for the Falcons today, is down. holding his leg. Could be cramps.
Osiris was a transfer this year, and he has been able to make a big impact immediately. And this could be an injury that would hurt the Falcons a lot. It would be a huge loss for them.
They are stretching out that leg, so hopefully that means it is just cramps, but
Could be just a cramp. That would be my guess.
it's still a scary sight though for Falcons. One of their best playmakers on offense.
Sometimes the basketball players would tell us, like, hey, she's 6'4".
Hey, I'm 6 feet now.
As Osiris does get up.
Guys, stand for
walking
20,
on
Osiris
the
Acevedo.
sideline. So hopefully that means that it is not a major injury. And that he could possibly be back at the end of this game or hopefully for the next game. But we hope that he's okay. As the Minutemen now come out on offense. After the
Minutemen
Falcons
will
quick
start
kick,
first and 10
the
on
Minutemen
49
just
yard
about line. And Carson back in a shotgun, two receivers to his left, right.
The Minutemen have the ball at the 50-yard line.
As the ref allow play to start.
QB Encarnacion is lined up with McDougald
Encarnacion
to
making
his
adjustments.
right.
With the ball snap.
McDougald gets the ball. Looks like he finds some space. He's held up by his jersey,
Carry number
and
5
he's
goes to
tackled
Newland.
by
Ball down by
number
30, Rockefeller.
80.
Ball number 8, Amari Jones.
And that is another
Official
player
timeout on
down,
the field.
and it is Amari Jones. So the Falcons in 2 plays
lose some of their key players already.
on offense and defense. Amari Jones obviously just got the rushing touchdown earlier. Put the Falcons up 17-0. He is down with another leg injury.
Very unfortunate for the Falcons if they have two of their main contributors injured in the first game. Hopefully it's nothing bad.
And 2 plays too, so it was just 1-2. 2 plays out for the Falcons. Luckily, the Falcons did get a 17-0 lead.
It is 17-0. The Falcons are winning. There's 7 minutes and 46 seconds. 6 seconds left in the third quarter.
My sample number 8, Amari Jones.
Amari Jones gets up and walks off on his own power.
It is 2nd and 5
Second and 6 for the Minutemen on the Falcon, 47
for
yard
the Minutemen at the Falcon 47-yard line.
And out come the Minutemen, led by Encarnacion. Running back McDougald. 2 receivers to the right, to the left, same formation that they had before the injury.
Looks like they have 4 wide receivers out wide, 2 on the right, 2 on the left with the Minutemen.
The hard count does not draw the Falcons off sides. McDougald motions over to the left, hand off to McDougald, and he is wrapped
And he's
up immediately.
wrapped up by
Number
Tommy
5
Roman.
goes to Newland. They came on a play by number 7, and I break.
Great play by the Falcons, getting to the goal line,
Okay, on the play.
getting back there to
Third
get
and
a
6 for the
gain
Minutemen
of
on the
2,
Falcon, 47-yard line.
as we are going to have 3rd and 5 on the Falcon 47. Encarnacion once again out in the same formation. McDougald to his right, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right.
Alex Marin, Gianni Principato, and Tommy Romond are lined up on the defensive line.
Encarnacion pass deep,
And it is a
and it
pass.
is caught by Wendell Cadet. Huge play.
Very big gain of around 25 yards for the Minutemen. They are now at the St. Joe's 25-yard line.
And the Minutemen needed that play. That was a huge play to get the momentum going. Maybe get the first points of the game in this third quarter.
Then they'll start first and 10 on the Falcon 25-yard line.
Big throw for the Minutemen resulted in a first down.
Yeah, great pass by Encarnacion. Great catch by Cadet. As the Minutemen come out in the same formation. The high snap, Encarnacion rolling to the right.
Quarterback
Pass.
is hit, and it is a inaccurate throw.
Incomplete pass.
Principato does hit the quarterback after he throws the ball.
And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 right now on the Falcon 25.
The Falcons need to keep on pressuring Encarnacion,
Second attempt for the Minutemen.
forcing him to get the ball out of his hands quickly.
I think at this point in the drive, the Falcons would be happy with 3 points and not 6 or 7.
I agree. If they can keep on forcing the Minutemen quarterback to get the ball out of his hands quickly, then they can force a turnover possibly.
Encarnacion snaps the ball.
More pressure again for the
Throw to
Falcons.
Carter.
It's an inaccurate throw.
That's number
Meant
12, Wendell
intended for
Cadet's
number
incomplete.
12.
Up top,
Wendell
playing by
Cadet.
number 4, Donnie Straucus.
There's a pass wide left. Cadet couldn't hold on to
Third
it.
attempt for the Minutemen on
We
the
are gonna
Falcon
get third and 10.
25-yard line.
The Falcons are 1 stop away from forcing a long field goal. What would be 42 yards. Out come the Minutemen. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Alteric Little, star halfback. Next to Encarnacion on the left. Ball
And
snapped.
it's more pressure by the Falcons again on third down,
Pass to number 12,
forcing
Wendell
an
Cadet's incomplete.
incomplete pass.
But there is a
Play by
penalty, a
number 4,
possible
Donnie Straucus.
PI
There's a
on the
penalty mark on
Falcons.
play.
Donnie Straucus was physical with the receiver to force the incompletion.
Defensive pass interference.
Looks like there was a flag on the play. Defensive pass interference. That would be a 15-yard penalty, meaning the Minutemen would be getting the ball at the
Around the
St.
10-yard line.
Joe's
6-7 possibly.
10-yard line.
The Minutemen will start first and 10 on the Falcon 13-yard line.
The Falcon 12-yard line.
The Minutemen come out, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Guess it was half the distance at the goal line.
Pass to
Encarnacion
Cadet.
passes to the
Screen
left to
pass.
Cadet. Cadet gets the ball. He's wrapped around. Met
Met
by 3 or 4 Falcons.
Will dive on number
And
12,
the
John
Falcons
Marino.
around
Number 30,
6
Rocco
or
Bellamy.
7-yard line.
There's an official timeout
That
on
was
the
a
field.
decent gain for the Minutemen.
As Amari Jones did go back out, and he is down once again, holding his left leg.
Mr. Martin, the great athletic trainer at this school, is out there helping him out, checking him out.
I think now, after 2 injuries on the same drive of the same person too, same leg, I think you just got to keep him out for the rest of the game. We're up 17-0. Falcons right now are up 17-0, 5:39 left to go in the third quarter. Minutemen have a 2nd and 3 at the Falcons 6-yard line.
Field goal in this drive, though I would call that a win. They'd be
Yeah.
up 17-3, up 2 touchdowns. A whole quarter left to play, and the defense has been pretty consistent. So I think their defense can hold it for the rest of the game.
And field goals in high school are not a sure thing too, so there's a very good chance that the Minutemen, if they do kick a field goal, remain at 0 points.
Nice one for number 8, Marvin Jones.
Mari Jones limps off the field. It looks like a possible right ankle injury or left ankle. Looks like a left leg injury.
As out come the Minutemen once
Looks
again.
like he's trying to stretch his hamstring or quad or calf.
Second and
Not
12,
sure.
on the Falcon 11-yard line.
6 yards to go for the Minutemen.
It looks like Jones did cramp up.
The handoff to Alteric Little goes for about 2 yards for Falcon 4. As we're going to have a 3rd and 3.
Driver number 9, out to Rick Little. Stop by number 56,
For the Minutemen.
Gianni Principato. 3-yard gain in play. 3rd and 2 for the Minutemen on the Falcon 4-yard line.
And this has been a very efficient drive right now for the Minutemen. Come out through to the right.
And it looks like they throw to the back right corner of the end zone and it is incomplete. Covered by Gabe Guerrero Diaz for the Falcons.
The ball was just overthrown a little bit to Yazir Diaz.
Excuse me, number 7 is
It'll be 4th and
Ray
2 for the
Ganai.
Minutemen. Falcon 4-yard line.
another new senior for St. Joe's.
We're going to have 4th and 2.
It is 4th and 6.
4th and 2 on the Falcons 4-yard
4th
line.
and 2 for the Falcons at the 6-yard, at the 4-yard line.
Takes the snap, hands it off the
And
middle.
it looks like the Falcons get a stop there.
Tackle for loss for the Falcons.
Quarterback is brought down by number 285, Kurt Joseph.
Kurt Joseph gets the tackle for loss
Falcons
there.
take over on down.
Now it is St. Joe's ball.
The Falcons force another turnover. 4 minutes, 37 left to go in the third. Falcon ball.
0 points for Elizabeth.
6-yard line.
4 minutes and 37 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yeah, the Falcons keep this shutout going far into the third quarter. Stanton comes out.
Calson Goodwill lined up to his left.
And that is Jordan Kinsler for a great gain of
Good
about
run
9
on the
yards.
15, Jordan
Solid
Kinsler.
gain there. Running through contact, getting some gutsy yards.
On the outside sweep.
Well,
And that's
53,
what we've been expecting from Kinsler this entire game, but he just hasn't shown it.
That's a 10-yard gain. And that play was also a first down for the
Final on that play.
Falcons.
Gives us a
Stan gets the ball, heads it off to Kinsler. Kinsler runs wide left,
Running again. Stays up.
stays up, jukes a couple players in.
And he's tackled after a gain of about 2 yards.
Short gain, around 2 yards. It is now second and
Jerky in the play.
8.
Around
At
30 minutes
their
left.
own 16-yard line.
19-yard line.
Falcons have 8 yards to go. Have not thrown a pass yet this drive. We could see that right here on the 2nd and 8. 2 receivers to Stanton's right, 1 to his left. Kinsler to his right. And the pitch to Kinsler.
Pitch to Kinsler on the right. Kinsler runs.
And a decent gain
Tackled
of maybe 1 or 2
at-
Driver number
yards.
15, Jordan
Looks like he was
Kinsler.
maybe tackled at the line. If anything, he got a short gain of a couple yards.
And that is just once again, the Falcons just keep trying to force the pitches, but they have not been working at all this
Okay, on
entire
the play.
game.
3rd and 7 for the Falcons on their own 19-yard line.
Wouldn't mind seeing a pass play on 3rd down here.
Will be the first of the drive.
It's 3rd and 7 for the Falcons at their own 18-yard line.
Out comes Stanton after receiving the play. And that is going to be a timeout.
Now Falcons.
Timeout called by the Falcons. That's their first time I used of the half. They have 2 timeouts left.
And you never really want to use timeouts in the third quarter, but it seems like there was a miscommunication on the play
Seems
call.
like it was necessary. They want to get the first down here. They want to keep possession of the ball.
Yeah.
They want to run the clock down.
The Falcons have been impressive so far this game. A slow start for the offense in the first half, but a couple of drives in the second half, and they're looking impressive.
No offense, but it was surprising.
Yeah, I agree. This Falcon team is used to winning games. I mean, they've had positive records for the past 3 seasons. They've looked pretty sharp. Each team being led by seniors each year.
They went 8-2 last year. They lost once in the regular season, and then once in the tournament to Paramus Catholic. But still, they are a very impressive team year in and year out.
Cameron Watkins and Calson Goodwill are lined up to the left. Kinsler is lined up to the right of Stanton. Stanton's under center.
Stanton, the hard count gets the Minutemen.
Is it
Offsides, and the Falcons.
Falcons a ball.
Offside. Defense.
There it is, offside on the defense. Falcons are going to move up now. Falcons move up.
32 for the Falcons on their own 24-yard line.
Just about 4 yards, 32 on the Falcon 25.
Right.
Now, do you think they just run it with Kinsler here? Do you think they try to catch defense off guard?
I think they should catch a defense off guard and throw the ball. They haven't thrown the ball too much on this drive so far. And they have chewed off a couple minutes off the clock. And it looks like Stanton will take bombs.
And Stanton staying up. Stanton solid game, number 6. Stanton is remaining
Stop
down,
on number 6, Idris Holiday.
limping to the sideline, his right leg.
Oh no, this is not looking good. Some key players for Falcons, including Osiris, Jones, and Stanton, have had to go to the sideline to get checked out by the trainer.
So we'll see what the coaches do. The coaches will keep him out.
Stanton is gonna He's gonna take it.
For the Falcons.
He's gonna toughen up, and he's gonna stay in.
30-yard line.
And right here, I think you just got to run the ball. Don't try
Goodwill
and
line to the left.
The
Hand
handoff
off
Kinsler.
to Kinsler. And it looks like Jordan fumbled the ball, but St. Joe's recovered it.
Covered by the Falcons.
Should be a gain of about 1 or 2.
Covered by
after the fumble.
Stanton.
Falcons.
Stanton looks like he's hurt and he's limping off to the sideline to talk to the coach. But he is still staying in.
2-yard loss on the play.
Which is surprising. I feel like the coaches, I feel like it would be terrible just to get a backup quarterback in, keep running the ball,
Yeah.
chew the clock out, and the third quarter.
Kinsler comes off the field. Jones comes in, is lined up to the right of Stanton. Goodwill lined to the left. Watkins all the way to the right.
And you have to expect a hand up to Jones, and it is Jones.
Guy by number 15, Jordan Kinsler.
It is now 3rd and what looks like 10 yards.
Yeah, after the loss of 2 on the fumble. So the Falcons
Well, guy
are
by
going to
number
be
3,
tested
Nazir
here.
Pierce.
Do they try and see if Maston is able to
They'll gain
try
on
and
the
get a
play.
big playoff and get the
3rd
first
and 10
down
for
with
the
a
Falcons
pass,
on their own 30-yard line.
or will they just run the ball once again?
I think they should definitely pass the ball here.
Yeah, I think if Stanton is able to, I think a pass is definitely the way to go.
He's very capable of passing the ball.
Just a quick pass, let the receiver do the work for you. Maybe a screen or a slant.
Now they are set with five wide receivers lined up.
Stanton throws the ball
Stan
deep.
throws the ball deep,
and
intended for Watkins. He overthrew it, almost
That's number 2,
intercepted.
Cameron Watkins is incomplete.
it's very
Almost
close.
intercepted by number 5 on the defense.
Looked like
Double
Holiday.
it.
By number 6, Idris
Excuse me, not
Holiday.
number 5.
That'll bring up
And
the
that was a
4th
very
down for the
scary
Falcons.
throw. I don't know if that was
That was number 6, Holiday.
Stanton not being able to get the right throw off with his legs, or if it was just like how he's been playing today.
Back to see the ball.
Very
And then is number
Very,
12 for the
I'd
Falcons,
say
number
he has
16.
been glimpses where he's played extremely well, but there have been glimpses where he has been inaccurate and needs to fix it.
Definitely just more consistency is what they need. And
He's completely
accuracy-wise.
capable of doing it too.
as the punt is not
Punts
too
it
far.
out of bounds at around the 50-yard line.
Ball goes out.
Not a great punt from the Falcons.
Matt Stanton, we thought he had an injured leg, but he just hopped the fence to get the ball back after that bad punt, and he's back
The
on the
Minutemen
ground
will
to
start first and
stretch
10
his
on
leg.
the 44-yard line.
I don't really know why he would have done that if he did injure his leg, but you gotta respect the hustle as the Minutemen come back out, led by Encarnacion at quarterback.
Who?
Encarnacion will Tarek Little to his left.
St. Joe's defensive line has been playing well throughout the game.
Definitely. And
Putting a lot of pressure and stopping the run
Number 9,
on a
Little.
consistent basis.
Goes down by number
Back to
7,
space right
Tommy
there
Vermont.
to the defensive line. Great tackle behind the line of scrimmage,
No gain on the play.
or actually
Second
right
and
at
10
the
for
line of
the Minutemen.
scrimmage.
Falcons,
Force a second
44-yard
10
line.
at the Falcon 44.
Kurt Joseph, Tommy Roman, Alex Martin, and Gianni Principato have done a great job of putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and stop run this entire game.
Yeah, they get in the backfield really quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That
that
is
is
going
the
to
end
end
of
the
the
third
third quarter.
quarter. Falcons
Old
17,
St. Joseph Falcons 17.
0, as we will be back in a few minutes. But right now, as we are back in the fourth quarter. Quick run right there to Little. Little gets a gain of about
Number
2.
9, out to Little.
Right now, the Falcons are up 17
Ball down by number
to nothing
57, Kyle Kaminsky.
on the Elizabeth. This is
2-yard
third
gain
and
on the
8.
play. Be
Around
third and 8 for the
11:30
Minutemen on
left to
the
go in
Falcons
the game.
42-yard line.
And the Minutemen have not been able to get any offense going against this outstanding Falcons defensive line. Encarnacion, 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Encarnacion drops back under pressure,
Finds a hole in the middle.
and he does an underhand pass. And
That
is
looked
an
like-
interception.
Oh, it looked like
That was a bad horse collar by Wendell Cadet.
Number 12, Wendell Cadet.
a violent tackle on number 30
There are multiple flags on the play.
or number 12. Sorry.
Those
Wide
plays-
receiver one. He's on the ground. Looks like he's in pain.
Usually with horse collar, it looks like yeah, he was
Those are scary
The
plays.
Minutemen trainer is out there looking at Cadet.
Injuries that involve the head are always things to worry about on that horse collar right there on Cadet.
It looked that way, but like you grabbed him by like.
Cadet is still down.
No, but like we're up 17 and it looked bad, so they're gonna hold it, right?
Cadet is getting his leg strips right now, so hopefully it's not anything to do with his head.
That was the halftime show.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Minutemen did get a first down on that play previous.
Wendell Cadet has really been playing well for the Minutemen right now.
Him and I think McDougald have been getting a lot of touches on the ball for the Minutemen. They've been the main contributors.
Their two running backs, Alteric and Lund, along with Cadet. Those are the three playmakers
First
right
down
now.
for the Minutemen.
Cadet
Minutemen will start first and 10 on the Falcons' 15-yard line.
The Falcons D-line has been playing outstanding so far in this game, and they hope to get back into the backfield again on this 1st and 10. As Encarnacion runs out.
They have the ball at the St. Joe's 20-yard line.
He was right, left. Alteric Little is the halfback.
I think this is their second trip to the red zone.
Pass to number 13.
And he is wrapped up by
number 12 for the Falcons.
John Farino.
13, Gregory McQueen.
A great tackle right there. It looks like he was a linebacker, but he got out and pass. Was able to make the play for a loss of 1 yard. So it's gonna be 2nd and 11 for the Minutemen
John Farino
on the
1 yard gain
Falcons
in the play.
16. So they're in field goal range. But still,
Walker Walsh on
obviously,
the play, second play for the
17 nothing.
Minutemen
Really
on
want to
Falcons'
get a
16-yard
touchdown
line.
here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Low snap.
Pass is deep.
Pass it deep to the corner. That looked like offensive pass interference, but no flag there.
No flag so far.
Looked like there was a push against
As it
Nye.
stands right now, so the fade route to Pierce, it is a touchdown for the Minutemen.
I don't agree with that call at
I
all.
don't either. I think it was a heavy push off by Pierce.
That was a clear cut push, 2 hands on the back of number 7. An eye.
As of
And
right
I
now,
break.
the refs are not calling anything, and they're letting this one go.
That is an awful call.
That, I don't agree with that one at all. But the Minutemen look to go for 2, and I don't really know what this does for them, as they'll still be down by 9 points if they even get this.
I guess they don't have the greatest.
I guess not.
Hey,
Yeah,
2-point attempt is no
because
good.
it wasn't an incomplete pass.
10:07 went to the fourth quarter.
They do not convert on the 2-point conversion.
And I don't really know what that was all about. I don't understand.
It was a very bad call by the ref. They called a touchdown on a play that was clearly pass interference. The ball was thrown to the right corner. An eye break was covering their receiver. And the receiver pushed him with both of his hands on his back and made the
Number
catch.
3, he was not open by number 7 by Santos. So it's a touchdown for the Minutemen, as it is 6.
It's a low-scoring game right now.
Yeah, very defensive. Both defenses have been
And
playing
number
great.
20 was
Obviously,
Sarce Vito.
Santos' defensive line
Big
is
ball for the
getting into the
Minutemen. Number
backfield.
12,
It's
Wendell
just-
Cadet.
And lately, the Minutemen defense has not been playing great. Santos has scored 2 touchdowns on offense. As Wendell Cadet
The Minutemen are kicking off. Cadet is kicking. And that looks like a pretty okay punt. Received around the 15-yard line.
And there goes
Osiris has the ball. It looks like a 10-yard return. He's tackled at around the 32-yard line.
Took a big hit from behind. He did break a couple tackles though.
Well, down by number 26, Zion Barnes.
9 minutes and 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
So
Falcons
Pearson,
are up
yeah,
17-6.
you just want a slow
Falcons
drive,
start
just
first
waste
and
the
10 on
clock
the
down,
33-yard line.
head all the way down to the field, get the clock down to maybe 4 minutes or 3 minutes, and that should guarantee a win. depending on what the Falcons do with their drive.
Stan lined up with Kinzer to his left. Watkins and Cobb and Goodwill are lined up at wide receiver.
Kansas snaps the ball.
Pitch to the left to Kinzer. Kinzer is able to find some sort of
Number
room
15,
to
Jordan
get the
Kinsler.
ball pushed up around 5 yards.
Watch out by number 6, Idris
About
Holiday.
4 or 5 right there. So the Falcons will have possibly a 2nd and 6. Hand off to the fullback. And that is
Exactly.
a first down.
Carry by number 30, Rocco Bellamy.
Right there. Fullback run.
Watch out by number
First down,
45, Thomas
first
Stewart.
down. Keep the drive moving.
Stanton jogs off the field.
First down for the Falcons.
Where he's nice. He's
After
actually
the
on.
first is 10 and on 45-yard line.
Chains moving. Keep the clock moving for the Falcons. Exactly what they want. Just slowly march down the field. Waste that clock. As Stanton runs out. 2 tight ends.
Goodwill lined up all the way wide right. Watkins wide left.
Hand up to
Hands
Kinsler
off to
again.
Kinzer. Kinzer runs to the right. Kinzer finds a hole. 30, 20. Tackled at the 17-yard line. Big gain for Jordan Kinzer on the ground. Runs to the right. Finds a hole. Runs up the sideline. Gets tackled out of bounds at around the 17-yard line.
A huge run by Jordan Kinsler. Finding the hole. Getting way downfield.
Oh, and it looks like
Holding on the offense.
there was a penalty holding on the offense.
So all that will not count as the Falcons. walk
Sad case
back.
for the Falcons there.
That was a huge momentum. Just even more momentum that the Falcons already had. But it is lost right there as they move all the way back.
They have the ball at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 for the Falcons, and then on
First and
45-yard
10.
line.
First and 10 for the Falcons.
So,
Stanton lined up.
Same formation, 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts.
Jones lined up to his right.
Another handoff to Amari Jones. And a solid game by Jones.
Carried by number 8,
Around
Robbie
3
Jones.
yards.
3.5 yards, I'd say, on that run.
Amari Jones, the sophomore, looks to be replacing Kinsler after Kinsler graduates.
7 on 58, Raphael Colon. 2-yard gain in the play.
As we are now
Second
down
and
to
7 for
7
the Falcons, and
30
about
seconds
45-yard line.
in the game. Falcons on their own 49. 2nd and 6. And they're still up by 11. Falcons come up, receivers to the right, tight ends to the left.
He gets the ball. Looks like he's throwing. He throws to. Gets the pass
And that is
for the
down
first
Falcons.
down.
That's in fifth. Henry Watkins. Look out on the clock, Robbie Jones. That play covers 18 yards. That is a first down for the Falcons. Falcons start first and 10 on the minute, 33-yard line.
On the minute at the 44-yard line. Jordan Kinsler looks like he's going to stay on. I think the Falcons just need to run the ball a couple more times then. If they need to, pass it, but just keep the clock
I
running.
agree. The Falcons haven't been. They have looked pretty good on offense this second half. You know, they haven't skipped a beat, even without Sean Schulters, their star wide receiver from last year.
Stan
Who is
looks to
gone.
Pass. The pass complete. Oh!
Ooh, wait out.
The pass was complete to the fullback.
That was like possible targeting right there. The fans are not happy about that tackle right there.
That hit was huge, and I'm not sure if it was legal, but the refs did not throw anything.
That was a tackle against Falcons
Alteric Little,
fullback Rocco Bellamy.
Rocco Bellamy got laid out by Alteric Little, the Minutemen's star running back.
Wow, that was a big hit. All right, Watkins lined up to the right. Goodwill to the left. Hands off to
with the
Kinsler.
run,
Kinsler
and
finds.
Kinsler, it's a gain of around 1 or 2
Jordan Kinsler.
to bring up
Looked up by number 6, Idris Holiday.
a 3rd and 8. Clock is running right now at 6:15. ball's on the Minutemen 43.
Looks like Straucus comes out.
3rd and 9 for the
Jones
Falcons
and
on the
Osiris are
42
coming on the
yard line.
field.
The two stars of the game this game.
Staying in the huddle, leading the huddle.
9 yards to go. And bring out two playmakers on offense, Jones and Osiris. I think you have to.
And it looks like Jones is lining up in the slot.
And low snap, they're still going to throw the ball to Osiris. And it is caught. Not enough for the first down, however.
Yes, that was pass complete number 20. Osiris.
Should the Falcons go for it here?
It looks
Knocked down
like
by
it'll
number
be
9 out to Reed Little.
maybe a 4th and 5, 4th and 6. They are
5
going to
yard
stay
gain on the
out.
play.
Looks like a 4th and 4.
4th and 4
I
for
think
the
the
Falcons
I
on the
think the
Minutemen
Falcons go for it.
37 yard line.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. The offense has been rolling right now.
They've been chewing some time off the clock. It's already 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I think you definitely pass it to
Osiris lined out to the right.
Stanton.
Jones in
left,
the slot to the left.
and Stanton to Jones.
Oh,
and it's picked off.
Stanton
And it
almost
was
intercepted. A pass intended for Jones.
it was
Looked like a lob pass.
dropped by Cadet.
Almost intercepted, dropped. Now there's a flag on the play. Looks like the Falcon fans are happy about this call. Not sure what the penalty was.
That could have been a huge play for the Minutemen if Cadet was able to catch that ball and bring it to the house. But none of that would have mattered as there is a penalty, which looks to be on the Minutemen. Right now, though, I mean, St. Joe's passing game in the second half is very impressive, obviously, with the great playmakers when they get the ball. Cyrus, Amari, Kinsler in the passing game as well. I know you need to run the clock out, but I think
After
that,
the play, we have a dead ball on Sporkins line. They get back 15, first down.
First down for the Falcons. Dead ball penalty against the Minutemen.
an unsportsmanlike conduct on the dead ball by the Minutemen. Falcons are going to get the first down.
Falcons get the first down, and now they are at the Minutemen. It looks like they're at the 27-yard line now.
It's been a nice long drive for the Falcons as the drive started at around 9:30, 9 minutes and 30 seconds.
They're
And
chewing
it's now
some
at 5 minutes.
time off the clock right now. Definitely, it's looking good for the Falcons.
Looks like they're only going to allow the Minutemen to get one more drive this game, even though the Minutemen are down by two possession scores, down by 11.
Looks like Stanton is off the field now. And
Minutemen will start first at 10 on their own 22-yard line.
So out come the Minutemen, needing a score no matter what on this drive.
looks like Falcons are on defense. Minutemen ball at their own 20.
The Falcons go back into coverage.
Pass out wide. Tackled by Jones. Big tackle, lifts him up, slams him to the ground.
Number 8, Amari Jones. 1-yard gain on the play. Second and 9 for
Great
the
tackle by
Minutemen
Jones on that
23-yard
play.
line.
As the Minutemen aren't rushing to get a snap off, which I think they should. Only 4 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Yeah, it seems like there's no urgency right now for them.
They're
Maybe
taking their
they've given
time.
up. Not sure.
The Minutemen 2nd and 9, ball on their own 23. As it's showing pass.
Looks like a deep throw to number 17. 17 gets a decent gain of around 5 yards. Tackled, fumbles the ball, but he's called down before he fumbled it, I guess.
So it will be a first down.
Not sure I agree with that call by the refs either.
That's the
There have been
final
some
result.
iffy calls by the refs. Obviously, everyone's trying to get the rust off for the first game, refs included.
Well, down by number 10, Michael Cansfield.
Still, however, a great play for the first down.
Results first down for the Minutemen.
around an 18-yard game, but Wendell Cadet is down after that play. Cadet has been injured a couple times this game before with the horse
Official
collar,
timeout on the
the horse
field.
collar. Minutemen down by 11, 10 seconds left to go on their own 30, and they're going to need a miracle if they want a chance to tie this game up or take the lead. By the looks of it, the Minutemen are looking to get 2 touchdowns on their next 2 drives. It doesn't seem like they trust whoever they have at kicker, and it looks to be Wendell Cadet who is their kicker.
Nice kicker number 12. Wendell Cadet.
Cadet comes off after the injury. And
First
Carcione
and 10
at
for the
quarterback.
Minutemen on their own 38-yard line.
At halfback to his left. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. As they show pass. And Carcione is
Oh, and he's
sacked.
wrapped up Tommy Roman
Tommy
behind the
Roman.
line of scrimmage.
That's an outstanding sack by number 77, Tommy Roman. Also went on to play with
Roman
number
was the
12, John
Falcons sack
Perino.
leader last year, 4 sacks on the season.
3-yard loss on the play. Timeout
He
Minutemen.
gets what I believe is his second of this game. But the Minutemen will call timeout. 3 minutes and 43 seconds left to go. They're on their own 38. Set after that sack by Roman. And this game is just about over.
And it looks like Stanton's on the sideline getting rolled out by the trainer. His back right calf. My guess is that he probably got a cramp or was hit there.
Yeah, I think the coaches just keep standing out the rest of the game, taking the risks in case it is actually something.
I agree. I think
Just
they
run the
have the
ball.
game now as
Yeah.
long as the defense can hold the Minutemen and go for a 3-and-out right here.
Just run the ball with Kinsler. Chew the clock as you can and just push the defense. But out come the Minutemen again.
Oh, a lot of pressure on him. Looked like a screen pass.
Throw to number 13.
Number
and
13 is
big
hit
tackle.
hard by number 57, Kyle Kaminsky.
Kyle Kaminsky on the tackle.
Another big play by Kyle
Well,
Kaminsky.
down by number 57, Kyle Kaminsky.
He's playing really well.
Pierce had the catch.
2-yard gain on the play. 3rd and 9 for the Minutemen on their 39-yard line.
Is still out on the sidelines. Not sure if he'll be back in the game. Final minutes. The Minutemen snap the ball, show pass. It is a
Drops
deep
back.
pass
It's
to
like
number 3.
and it looks like he was lost. Woo.
Going to
Number
pass
3
number 3. That's the Pierce.
for the Minutemen, Yasir Pierce. You seen
That is his second huge catch.
That
Obviously, he
was also
has
the snap for the Minutemen.
had the iffy pass interference call where he caught his touchdown in the back of the end zone.
he's made some key plays for the Minutemen so far.
Big chunk plays
He's the reason why they're still in the game right now.
going over the top of Kinsler right there.
I think the Falcons need to watch number 3.
They need to put a safety over by Yazir. As they show pass again, it is a deep pass.
Another deep pass to the right. Looked like some sort of pass interference against the defense. Against number 13 of the Minutemen, Gregory McQueen.
There's a penalty blocker on the play.
Looks like it's going to be a pass interference on Amari Jones, it looks like. And you do not want that. The Falcons are so close to a victory, but silly penalties are keeping the Minutemen in the game.
Holding on the defense. 10 yards, first down.
Defensive holding, 10-yard penalty. It's a first down for the Minutemen.
First down,
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Falcons
Minutemen will start
26,
first
and
and
they
10 on
are,
the Falcon 26-yard line.
I can't even say that they're in field goal range because it looks like they don't trust Wendell Cadet at kicker. As they show pass again. Encarnacion, the throw deep to Pierce. And he overthrows him.
That's number 3. That's Pierce.
Inaccurate for the Minutemen, but they need to throw the ball in order to prevent the clock from running out.
Yeah, especially with that matchup, Kinsler on Pierce. That is a great size matchup that the Minutemen are trying to take advantage of. Just got to get the right pass, though, for Pierce.
Down to the Minutemen on the Falcon 26-yard line.
It is going to be 2nd and 10 on the Falcons 26.
Kinsler is 5'10", while number 3 for the Minutemen is 6'2". Yasir Pierce. Looks like some sort of mismatch right there. Height advantage
As they
for
will hand the
Pierce.
ball off to Alteric Little, and Little is still going. A great gain
Carry by
about
number 9, out
8
to
or 9
Little.
right there for Alteric
Well,
Little.
down by number
Not
21,
sure if
Gabe
running the
Diaz.
ball is the best bet right now, as it is going to drain the clock, but
If they trust it, I think they go for it.
3-yard gain on the play.
now they do need to pick up the
32 for the
pace here.
Minutemen on the
There's
Falcon
only 2 minutes
18-yard line.
left. Still down by 11 on the Falcon 18. Encarnacion. Paul's handed off again to Alteric Little. Gain
Carry by number
maybe
9,
2
out
or
to Reed
3
Little. Worked out by number 10, Michael Cansfield.
as that clock keeps on running.
That play resulted in a first down for the Minutemen. The Minutemen will start 1st and 10 on the Falcon 15-yard line.
The Minutemen did get the first down 15 yards away from the end zone. Clock is running, 1:40 left to go for the Minutemen. Encarnacion. And you gotta think they're gonna throw the ball here, possibly a fade to
Yasir Pierce against Kinsler again.
Encarnacion, throw up number 17, caught. 17 still
Number
running. and a
13
big hit.
is laid out. Good tackle. There's a minute and 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. The Falcons are up 17-6. The Minutemen have the ball at the Falcon 15-yard line. Looks like second and I'd say 6.
Now, I think the Minutemen made a huge mistake not trying to pick up the pace on this drive. They just took their time. They are down at the Falcon 11, only 1 minute and 22 seconds left to go, however. I think
Yep.
their clock management on this drive was just awful, as they're going to have barely any time if they do recover their own onside kick, which I'm guessing they're going to do if they score on this drive.
Second and
Come
5 for the
Minutemen.
Minutemen on the Falcon 11-yard line.
After the timeout. I'm looking at Yasir Pierce all the way to the right. It's a one-on-one match. No safeties over there. Encarnacion throws it. And it is
He's
caught.
wide open in the end zone.
Number 17.
Number 17. That's Ben Evans off.
That was number
That's 11 yards.
17.
That's touchdown for the Minutemen.
That's Thurvin Almanzar.
Great play by number 17. He was wide open. Burned the corner, wide open in the middle of the end zone. Now the Minutemen looks to go for 2.
They go for 2 and they get it, then they only need a field goal to tie things up.
Yeah, which will be perfect, but I don't even know if they trust
There-
their field goal kicker.
There is 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the game. That's 1 minute and 17 left in the game. Falcons are up 17-12.
It's a fade
Throw to the left
Pierce.
corner, Pierce, and he fumbles the ball. He claims it was a pass interference. No flag there.
Marker on the play.
It looks like it was pass interference.
Pass interference on Kinsler. The refs are on their call as they are going to be able to redo this.
Difficult matchup for Kinsler. It's a 4-inch height disadvantage.
Yeah, I really think the Falcons need to try and get another safety over there. Because they know they're going to keep running the fade routes with Pierce.
The
Get
Minutemen
another
will
safety
try.
help out Kinsler. The ball now at the 1-yard line after the pass interference. Encarnacion.
Come on, Falcons.
Showing
And
pass.
same throw. Kinsler intercepts it.
Picks it off with one hand.
One-handed interception.
Doesn't matter too
Let's
much.
go to 11 in the fourth quarter. St. Joseph Falcons 17, Minutemen 12.
The throw was way off.
Great
It was-
play by Kinsler.
Throw was in Kinsler's favor. As the Falcons are now up by 5 with a minute 17 left to go.
I would say the Falcons most likely have won the game.
We're going to see the onside kick most likely by the Minutemen.
The Minutemen have one timeout left. There's a minute 17 left in the quarter, and it is the fourth quarter, close to being the end of the game. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think the Minutemen can pull this off? I don't think so.
I think that they're going to try an onside kick. Obviously, they don't trust their kicker, who is also their wide receiver, Wendell Cadet, who is currently injured, so I'm not even sure if he'll be able to do the onside kick. But I think the Falcons recover it, and they run out the clock in the game.
Yeah, because with one timeout left, I don't think the Minutemen can get the ball if the Falcons get the ball. I don't think they could get the ball back. The Falcons try to run out the clock.
And it won't be Wendell Cadet. It will be number 1 kicking for the
Will be
Minutemen.
number 1, Louis Beltran.
So Louis Beltran for the Minutemen. As we look at this onside kick, is kicked.
Onside kick.
And
It
it
was
is caught.
fumbled. Caught
And
by, I
St.
think,
Joseph
Kyle
has the ball.
Kaminsky.
And unless something crazy happens here, that looks like it will
Onside
be
kick recovered
game.
by the Falcons.
I believe the Falcons have just won against the Minutemen.
Falcons will start first and 10 on their own 45-yard line.
Now I wonder if the Minutemen are even going to call their timeout or if they're just going to let the clock run out.
Yeah. Not sure. Maybe they can pull off a miracle here and somehow get the ball back, but I don't think that's likely at all.
Yeah, it looks like the Falcons are just going to kneel it.
QB Neal. Minutemen are probably going to call their last timeout now. Yep,
And they
that
do
is
call the
their.
timeout.
They do call their last timeout. They use it. There's a minute and 10
Timeout,
seconds
Minutemen.
left in the game.
So coach still calls a timeout, even though the Falcons are just going to kneel it 3 more times. Or 2 more times. Minute 10 left to go. Falcons still up 17 to 12. That should be the final score of the game. As Sten will kneel the ball once again.
All right, and I think this will run out the clock here.
We should get one more kneel once the clock hits 40 seconds, and that will end the game. A great showing by St. Joe's. Defense was the whole story in the first half. Offense picked it up a little bit in the second half.
Very defensive game, though. You know, St. Joe's were able to pull the win off, and they played well.
The offense was shut down in the first half, but they really got the passing game going with Osiris. As Sten will kneel the ball out.
It looks
down.
like the Falcons will win as the clock will expire.
So Falcons win this game week 1 to start the season 17 to 12. And that's going to be it for this broadcast today.
Thank you for tuning in. This is Jake Waz, Ben Chadwick. Hope to see you next week.